welcome back to Most Potent Books. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm doing it. We'll just live with it. This is a new setting, and I thought I'd just sort of show you around because that's the thing that we people do sometimes. Okay guys, so this is the setting that you will mostly be seeing right now. And yeah, this is what it looks like. This is my reading corner, and these are my books. Okay, so I'm not gonna like go into this like super detailed because you can see what books there are on my shelf anyway. And I'm not gonna show you the bottom half of this one because it's basically just stuff. The third shelf, sorry. We have, oh, that's a lovely angle. But yeah, we have my TARDIS in here as well, and in my TARDIS I have all my bookmarks. Yeah. So that's what I have on the bottom shelf. I have my Gorilla Pod on the bottom shelf of this bookshelf. So this is my King of Scars book box from Illumicrate's book sleeve, and yeah, I just love this so much. I think it's great. And this is my other book sleeve, and this is from Fairy Loot. I love this as well. It's got cool knives on it. And then it's mostly just sort of like weird books and page to screen stuff. And yeah, character encyclopedias of Doctor Who and Harry Potter and yeah, stuff like that. And then on this shelf you have all of my Cassandra Clare books right here. Yeah. And my stele that I made out of clay and one of those prism things. I'm not really sure that it will focus, but okay, never mind. But yeah, this is it anyway. So these shelves are the middle three of my both shelves, and as you can see, there are a lot of books here, and I have read most of them, I think, now. So in the top right corner, you have my V. Schwab, my Leigh Bardugo shelf with my cute plush Nikolai. And on the top left corner, you have The Wicked King, The Cruel Prince, my Sarah J. Maas corner, which is just basically all of the Throne of Glass, and some candles inspired by Aelin and Rowan. And then you have my Stephanie Garber little corner, which I love dearly. I have 3 editions of Caraval, and I'm not even ashamed about that. Below that shelf you have my sort of favourite hardback books, basically. And that is A Skinful of Shadows, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes and Other Stories, my Jurassic Park books, Dance of Thieves by Mary Pearson, and Watership Down by Richard Adams. And then you have my 2 Kiss of Deception books. I haven't got the third one yet, so that's that shelf. And you've got a candle there for Princess Leia that I got in my, I think it was a Shelf Love crate box. Yeah. And then on the other side you have a lot of my sort of, not favourites, but like books that I really enjoy reading beside that. So that's this shelf right here. And I love this sort of, I don't know, shelf. It's missing one book right now, the Batman Nightwalker one, because that is my current read. But yeah, and also like I love my little Flash that is there as well. He is a new addition to my pop collection, and I love him because he's like my favourite superhero, so yeah. Okay, so this is a weird angle, I know, but just bear with me. On the right hand side of this shelf I have all my Percy Jackson books and the Blood of Olympus books and the 2 first Magnus Chase novels, and I also have my first 2 books of the Raven Boys, or well, the Raven Cycle I still haven't read like anything else from Maggie Stivata, which is just, it sucks because she's brilliant. It's just that, I don't know why, but the Raven Boys never sort of spoke to me until I actually decided to buy it and read it one day. I don't know why, but I did, and it blew me away. On the right hand side, no, the left hand side, I have my Red Queen Collector's Edition and my Warstorm signed by Victoria Aveyard, which I love so much. I haven't got the Glass Sword and King's Cage yet. I've sold the ones that I do have, or did have, and I am waiting for the collector's editions to drop so that I can buy them in bulk. And then I have An Ember in the Ashes and A Torch Against the Night. I haven't read the third book yet, which sucks, but yeah, there you have it. And I have The City of Brass and the arc from Furyborn, which I still haven't read. And then I have the rest of like my hardback books, which you can see are not a lot, but they're mostly the books that I've gotten in book boxes, basically. And one of them that I really enjoyed reading was Raw. I thought it was brilliant by Cora Carmack. So if you haven't read that, then you should really read it because it's great. And I really enjoyed Girls of Paper and Fire and To Kill a Kingdom. So the bottom shelves are basically just the books that I have and I like and I don't want to get rid of, but they're not my favourites, basically. So this is where all the books end up that I'm not too fond of, but I still like, something like that anyway. And also they're the books that I'm not really sure will fit anywhere else, like aesthetically, so they're just here. I don't know if like people actually do this like everywhere else, but I do it. So down here we have a collection of Grimm's fairy tales, we have The Wizard of Oz, we have some of my contemporary reads, which are not many because I don't really enjoy them that much. I have the 3 first books of the Outlander series, and I have some Neil Gaiman and the Game of Thrones, which I still haven't read, and also my Joe Abercrombie books. If you haven't read those, they're brilliant fantasy, they're raw, they're horrible, and they're just great. So if you haven't read any of those, then please do because they are awesome. I hope you guys know me well enough to know that I would save the best for last. These are my 2 top shelves and they are filled with Harry Potter books because Harry Potter is life. So, I don't know which first corner, I'll do this corner first. So I'm moving, covering this part and almost cutting off my head, so yeah. These are my illustrated editions. I haven't got the 3rd one yet, and I hear the 4th one is coming out pretty soon, so yay. But yeah, these are the ones that I have anyway, and then I have The Cursed Child and Fantastic Beasts, the first book, screenplay. It's so confusing. And then I have my Butterbeer tankard that I got from the Warner Brothers Studio Tours in London. Oh, well, it's in Watford, so it's still in London, I guess, but it's not London. Then I have my Philosopher's Stone Ravenclaw edition and some pops. And they are in chronological order, all of them, sort of. Yes, one has fallen over. Oh no. There we go. And then I have the rainbow editions. I'm not really sure if they're called that, but I call them the rainbow editions because they all have different colours and they look great together. And they look sort of like a rainbow. Moving on to the next shelf, I have my the first Harry Potter books that I ever owned, which are these normal Bloomsbury edition books, I guess you'd call them, I'm not sure. And the rest of my Harry Potter pops, and yes, Harry Potter is one of my favourite characters. In whichever way, he's still my bae, so like, I'm not sure if the cool kids still say bae, but I do, so. And then I have my Hermione wand, because it doesn't fit in my Harry Potter display cabinet, and yes, I do have one of those. So yes, it's here on my shelf instead. I'll go this way. And then we have the Swedish editions of Harry Potter. And they are just brilliant and beautiful, and I just love them. I actually read The Deathly Hallows in Swedish at first, like for the first time, because I just really couldn't wait for me to go to England and get the last book in English instead. So I got it in Swedish and read it in Swedish. And then I have my Flick the Wick Hermione candle. Come on, focus. There we go. No, come back. There we are. And it just smells like great. It's vanilla, lily, musk, raspberry and citrus. And then I have my Head Girl Ravenclaw pin up in here as well. I love this thing. And it's too heavy to go on my bag, so I've just put it here. And those are my shelves. This concludes the book tour. Thank you for watching. I don't know what's going on with my hands, like always. I don't know what I'm doing. But yes, this is the book tour, and thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and or subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Get back. And then you go this way. Just drop my drink. Great. You go that way, and you that way.